Hello, and welcome to the first Tool Talk Tuesdays with Treadway. I'm working on the name. My name's Sam Treadway. I've been bartending for 15 years. I own Back Bar here in Union Square in Somerville. And during COVID, I've been getting a lot of questions about what kind of tools that you might want to use as a home bartender, because pretty much everyone's turning into a home bartender. And I thought I'd take a little time and talk about bar tools and how to use them and techniques while I make a drink for you guys. The drink we're going to make is a daiquiri. Now, don't get too excited. This is going to take a little while because this is going to last 3 different Tuesdays. So the first thing is we have the ingredients: lime, sugar, and rum. But we need to put that into something to shake it up. Why should it get shaken? Well, with all that fresh citrus in there, you want to lighten it. You want to shake it to add air and to get it nice and cold. So technically, you could do that in a mason jar. You could shove 2 plastic cups together, but I think we can do a little bit better. So the design that most people have at home is this 3-piece cobbler setup. What's nice about it? Well, it's got a built-in strainer. That's pretty sweet. It kind of looks, it's iconic. This is what they think of when they think of a drink shaker. And I'm, of course, holding a miniature one because that's what I have. This is what you get at a steakhouse, your martini, sir. But what are the cons? Well, the cons are that all the 3 pieces either aren't good at staying together or too good at staying together. A lot of times you don't get a really good seal, so you're shaking a drink and liquid's getting into your hands or spraying you in the face, and so that's frustrating. And it's especially bad if you are using a gigantic shaker like this and you have 3 Ramos Gin Fizzes and you're shaking them very hard, and then the top pops off and you're just soaked with creamy deliciousness. It's disgusting, but it's awesome. So that is one of the cons of these 3-piece shakers. The other con is that they sometimes stick together. Whether you get liquid stuck in there, like something sugary, and that seals it, or the combination of cold on the inside with hot hands makes for the seal to tighten up, and then you're sitting there and you're like, can't even get this top off. And then let's say, all right, you successfully get the top off. That's great. You can get your drink out, but then you can't get this next part off. So in general, I don't like 3-piece shakers. I don't recommend them. If you're insistent on the 3-piece shaker, then you might need to spend some money. You can get, this is a 3-piece shaker that I bought in Japan because the Japanese just really know how to make barware. But this one I've never had the issue of it staying stuck. The only issue is that this comes off almost too easy, but of course if you just keep a thumb on it, you can shake to your heart's desire. But the problem is I bought this in Japan. The other problem is that if you want to get something similar, it's going to be at least in the 40s, if not $50, depending on where you buy it. But it does look really cool. Has a really nice feel to it when you're shaking. You can, have a sexy little roll. A lot of options. Another option that just got on the market is it's called the Elevated Craft, and they dealt with the sticking together part by making it twist on and off. They definitely dealt with, these are like super insulated walls so that it doesn't get your hands cold, so that's nice. But definitely not for the fast bartender. You know, having to unscrew this and screw it back on every time you want to shake, that takes a little while, but maybe for the home bartender it would work. The other problem is that they didn't leave a lot of room for the shaking aspect. So don't fill it completely up with ice or else you won't get any movement. And that's kind of what you need, is you need the movement of the ice to aerate your drink and get it nice and frothy. So those are the 3-piece shakers, which I don't recommend, but what I do recommend is the Boston Shaker. So the original version is a pint glass and a metal base. I don't love the pint glass action because A, it's heavy, and I already shake drinks all day at night. I don't need to add weight to it, or at least I don't need to add this much weight. So skip the pint glass, but if that's the setup you have at home, that works fine. What I like is this combination. I get mine from Boston Shaker here in Somerville in Davis Square, and what I like about it is it really sinks in there. Very similar brands, Perico, am I pronouncing that right? I don't know. Or my friends 1224 Cocktail make really great stuff as well, but you'll see that they sit up a little higher, so it just makes it a little bit, you gotta have really big hands to shake one-handed. Feels totally fine to shake two-handed, but I do a lot of shaking one-handed, and I like it when the bottom shaker just really fits in there nice and tight. So that's my 2 cents about it. Of course, what is the con for the home bartender? Well, you need to buy a strainer of some sort, which we'll cover next week. Or maybe even the week after. So up to you on if you want to have to get a strainer. I think you do. It's my 2 cents. So now I'm going to start making the drink, but we're going to wait till next week to actually get there. So thanks for tuning in to Tool Talk Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in to Tool Talk Tuesdays with Treadway. I'll be sharing more next week. And please feel free to throw comments and direct messages my way if you have any questions, comments, concerns.